6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling it, and it's up.
Frustrated furloughed federal workers now filing for unemployment in this fiscal freakout. The latest on the government shutdown, day 8. New highway construction in Fayetteville. Find out how close we are to new roads opening. Plus,
and he's up.
Find out how Arkansas ranks when it comes to the number of deer on the roads.
Stand by the pan.
As the Fox News Edge starts now.
Stand by A for Assad.
This is the Fox News Edge at 5:30.
And rolling it.
Enough reasonable Republicans and Democrats in the House who are willing to vote yes on a budget that the Senate has already passed. That vote could take place today. Shutdown would be over.
Listen, there's never been a president in our history that did not negotiate over the debt limit. Never. Not once.
Mike, and he's up.
Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Brad Reed. You heard it there. More talk from both sides, but still no progress as the government shutdown enters day 8.
Rolling B.
The rhetoric-filled day began with a phone call between President Obama and House Speaker John Boehner. Boehner's spokesperson says Obama called to say he won't negotiate on the shutdown or the looming debt ceiling. According to the White House, the president is willing to negotiate with Republicans after the threat of both is removed. CNN's vote count showed on Tuesday there appears to be enough votes in the House to approve legislation that would reopen the government. All 200 Democrats plus 18 Republicans appearing to support passing a continuing resolution with no strings attached.
Rolling A.
217 is the minimum needed. While we wait to meet the debt ceiling deadline, the Department of Veterans Affairs announcing today it's placing more than 7,000 employees on furlough. It's a move that will eliminate public access to all 56 of its Veterans Benefits Administration regional offices. This means daily operations like processing benefit claims for military servicemen and women will soon stop. In a statement, the VA says claims procession will continue until funding is exhausted. Could mean by the end of the month. Meanwhile, you can find more information about filing claims on our website. More than a week after the shutdown began, hundreds of natural state employees now eligible to apply for unemployment benefits. Monday saw a constant flow of foot traffic into and out of the Department of Workforce Services in Little Rock. The reason, for the first time, furloughed federal workers like Natasha Russell are able to apply for unemployment help.
And rolling it.
It's just really kind of like slap in the face. I can't express how much I'm in shock. It was sort of odd coming here and getting in line and not knowing exactly what's going to happen, what the future holds for even, tomorrow.
Mike.
The Department of Workforce Services says furloughed workers have until Thursday to apply for compensation. The shutdown stalling legal action the state is working on against ExxonMobil for the Mayflower oil spill. That's according to Arkansas Attorney General Dustin McDaniel, who is appealing to Arkansas's 2nd District Congressman Tim Griffin for help. Today, McDaniel sending a letter to Griffin in Washington, urging him to use his influence in the House with Speaker Boehner and the leadership in Congress to reopen the government. McDaniel says dozens of government workers and several agencies that were assisting in the case have been furloughed by the shutdown.
And he's up.
Construction projects taking shape across northwest Arkansas this evening, and the added benefits of infrastructure improvements are becoming clearer and clearer each day.
Go for it.
Kyle Lamberger joins us live from Fayetteville with more. Kyle, tell me exactly where you're at. It looks like that overpass behind you.
That's right, Brad. I'm over here at the Fayetteville flyover, and you can see that the steel beams are in place already, and it's obvious from this vantage point that traffic will be moving more smoothly here in Fayetteville once it's done. But over on the east side of town, drivers are already enjoying the newly widened Highway 265, months before the final completion date of the first phase of the project. Crews are laying down paint in Fayetteville, but the orange barrels have shifted to the north. The State Highway Department says the Springdale work should wrap up in the middle of next year, and the final phase from Joyce to the Fayetteville city limits should be done in late spring of 2015. But it's not the only project. Springdale is also working on other projects of its own. The new Don Tyson interchange is on schedule to finish by early fall of next year.
Rolling B. It's not Assad. Continue reading.
Q, there's no stop, Q.
It was this, it's the same video.
Next step is to start paving the bridge, and engineers say the project is on track to be finished months before the contract date of July next year. But winter's on its way, and if we get some bad weather, that could change. I'm Kyle Lamberger for the Fox
And
News
what's
Edge.
up, Mike?
Kyle, real quickly, we missed on it. We didn't hear from anyone with Springdale. What are they saying about the status of that Springdale
Well,
project?
You got a bug? Okay, cool.
They're very excited about that project getting completed because that's going to
Beautiful.
open up a lot of development opportunity around Arvest Ballpark.
And what's
That's
up?
true. It's
Stand by
right
A
there
for
next to the
VO.
Ballpark. All right, Kyle, thank you for that.
And rolling A.
Crews are also working on the new Elm Springs Super Center.
pass.
The dirt work at the side of Springdale's
Thank you.
second
That's the
lawn is
CG.
expected
Thank
to
you.
take some time, so crews
There's a
can level
long
out the
CG.
area and make sure
Super
the
square.
ground is
Yeah, it was the same
solid enough to
video.
support the building. The store is expected to open late next year.
And he's up.
A former
Sent by
University
four
of
stinger.
Arkansas athlete arrested in April in a kidnapping and domestic violence case, now
Go for.
in legal trouble again. Time now for tonight's edition of
Three.
Headlines.
And three's up.
We start in Washington County, where police
Stand by
arrested
B.
Thomas Altamont Monday for violating his probation.
And rolling B.
Altamont was dismissed from the U of A's baseball team earlier this year after Fayetteville police say he held a woman against her will during a fight.
Super square.
She was later found with bite marks on her arms and her neck. At a plea deal, Altamont received a 10-day jail sentence in
Going back
connection with the
CG3.
case, along with 1-year probation.
And it's up.
Police officers arresting Peggy Sue Evers this morning in Washington County when she showed up to a scheduled court appearance in Washington County. Evers was arrested earlier this year for posing as country singer Alison Krauss in order to access the bank account, the deed to the house, and even the will. Evers had been considered a fugitive since she skipped out on a September mental
Stand by A.
evaluation. Her next court date is set for November 21st.
And rolling A.
In Fort Smith, Whirlpool meets with city directors on a contamination plan.
Super square.
Whirlpool will be presenting a presentation tonight to address questions that were raised at the city directors meeting earlier this year. The background is this: in the 1960s and the early 80s, the Whirlpool plant used a chemical called trichloroethylene, or TCE, to clean machinery. The known carcinogen later seeped into the ground and spread to the nearby neighborhood. But before cleanup can begin, the Arkansas Pollution Control and Ecology Commission must approve a cleanup plan by Whirlpool.
And rolling it.
Whirlpool submits their plan to PCE. PCE has to
Super
sign
square.
off on it. So what we want to hear tonight is an update.
Is Brad
on
gonna
where
be-
Whirlpool is in
okay.
presenting that
Stand by
plan,
four for a stinger.
what their proposal is, what it will do, what it will not do, and be able to respond to questions from the board of directors.
Mike.
PCE
Stand by
will hold
four.
a public hearing once Whirlpool's final plan has been submitted and approved, and the community will have an opportunity to
Go for it.
provide feedback on the matter. Around Arkansas, the natural state
Go to
now has
A.
a new dog to help solve arson cases.
Rolling
It's
A.
true. That's 2-year-old Labrador Retriever Beth, introduced Monday at the state
Super square.
capitol. She is the newest member
Stand by B
of
for
the
a shot.
Auburn Fire Department, but will help fire investigators across the state detect accelerants.
And rolling it.
Well, it used to take 3 to 4 hours, and it, as a fire
Super
investigator, to dig through debris trying to determine the cause. I can run her through that same area in about 20
Whether
minutes.
two
She
for
can
both?
tell me if an accelerant is or is not present.
Thank you. Mike.
Insurance agents say last year more than 38,000 fires
Stand by
were
four.
classified as intentionally set in the U.S., causing more than $660 million in property
Go
damage.
for it.
Hopefully, that little lab will be able to help out with those fires, Gina DeVecchio.
Is that what he does? He's just so cute. I was just looking.
Really, I was wondering what he was looking for in the canteens.
Yeah. I don't know. Pretty cute.
He was cute. Hey, let's talk about the weather. How's it looking?
Let's do it. Great to take a little dog like that out. I keep thinking that I'm going to go on a hike before work.
Yeah.
So I think over the next few days. Yeah, it's just great out there. I mean, so comfortable, a little cool to start your days, but then it's just great until noon. Afternoons, I mean, fabulous once
Right.
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much my forecast is done once again. You know,
Yes.
it's an easy one.
I'll take it. And there's plenty of places to hike around here.
There sure are. No, and you know, I'll be out there, Devil's Den, or even my goal. I've been trying to go out to Eastern Madison County, that area. But who knows? We'll see. I don't know if I can do that before
Yeah.
work. Anyway, enough about that. So let's talk about those low temperatures last night. Brad, what do you think we got down to? In
Last
Fayetteville.
night, I don't know. Probably about 42.
Okay, because that's what I forecast, and you
Right.
totally trust me 100%.
Exactly. Should I have done that?
No, I'm not always right. I try. I try to be within 3 degrees,
hit?
and there we go. 39. Now, when was the last time we hit 39?
May 10th.
Last
May
night.
10th.
The
Oh,
night before.
oh, sorry. I thought you were trying to trick me again.
The second to last time was May 12th. Yes,
12th.
Brad, you're very good there. Yes, 2 nights in a row now, the upper 30s for Northwest Arkansas.
And
But around
super
50
square.
for the River Valley, so not too bad. And you know what, those clear nights turn into beautiful afternoons. Here they are, those 70-degree temperatures that I'm talking about, mid-70s in Fort Smith. Zooming out, you can see the ridge that's continuing to stay in place, inching our way. That's going to heat us up just a bit, but only into the mid-upper 70s, maybe some 80s by the end of this week. Taking a look at the future track, you can see, okay, there is a system coming our way. We'll go through time, still hold on to sunny conditions for the next few days, but then that rain approaches the Kansas area. Look at that Friday. You would think this would come our way.
Yeah,
but
there's
no,
one in here,
It's going to go to the north, but then we have another system associated with that. It's going to push out that front that's going to come our way, and that's what's going to bring us our rain chances over the weekend, Brad. So beautiful for the next few days. Cool starts, pleasant days, warmer by Friday. Rain chances Saturday into Sunday. There you can see 40%. Looks like the first batch will come Saturday night into Sunday. Then we have more rain coming for your Monday into Tuesday. But like I said, until then, Brad, let's all get out there and enjoy this nice fall
What's
weather.
up?
Yeah, all right.
Send my
I know
bread.
you'll find the spot you always do, Gina.
I will, yes.
Thank you. Arkansas
And
is
zip.
now in the top 10 states where drivers are most likely to hit
And
deer.
pan.
Now, the Highway Patrol with some ways to
Good job.
avoid running into deer like that on your screen. That's coming up when Fox News Edge continues.
And we're in break.
Okay, so we are about a minute 15 over.